Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Today we got a really good show for you today. Fast, simple, straight to the point. We're going to talk about how you can make profit. How can you make money off clients who cannot afford you? And I promise you, it is a passive way to make money. It's something that won't require a lot of work, and it's something you should have or you should establish as you grow your business because you're going to meet people that can't afford you, and it's just the way it is. It's life. But first, you know what we got to do. We got to roll graphics. We got to make sure we roll the graphics for you guys and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and yeah, get ready to get punched in the throat. I see you, Jazzy. Post where you're from while we roll these graphics. Let's do it. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ty Turner, former Army combat photographer and black by popular demand. This channel right here is not the channel you go to when you want to make your pictures look pretty, you want to add cinematic color and all that stuff to your video. This ain't the channel for that. This channel right here is to help you turn your passion into profit, help you get that bag. We teach you how to monetize whatever you love to do creatively. And that's what it's about here. Teaching you, helping you, showing you how to get that bag. Let's start with a few things today. We're gonna start with our sponsor of the day, but first we got a disclaimer. We got a really big disclaimer I want to make sure that everybody is aware of and know of because it's very important. It's been brought to my attention by a lot of you guys that you guys have been approached by bots, other members, or even fake YouTube accounts designed to look like mine, trying to sell you something. They often provide like free links designed to capture your information, to add you to an email list. They will even invite you to some mastermind group, online course, consultation call, or try to sell you some so-called um, course or whatever designed to help you grow your business and reach new clients or make more money. So let me be clear. I am all for furthering your education outside of FlashFilm Academy. I like certain websites like LinkedIn Learning. I like Full-Time Filmmaker. I think what they're doing is dope. I like Skillshare. Um, but I don't condone, support, or do business with any of these guys or bots or companies that are reaching out to you. I don't care if they're a member. I don't care if they've been on my live. I don't care if they have my picture on their website and they email. I usually don't suggest things that I have never used. So it's real important that I'm just really clear with you guys. If I do suggest a service or a product to work with, it'll be listed in one of three places: the description below, flashfilmacademy.com, or the Facebook page. Those are the only three places you will get information from me saying that I thumbs up this product or service. In module 1, I talk about the fact that you will be a target as a new business owner. You're going to get a lot of people come after you talking about they can help you do this, that, and the other. And those companies, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times, are designed to go after a little naiveness of getting into business, because a lot of people who purchase an LLC or establish an LLC, they don't have a MBA, they don't have a business license, so they don't know. Even people with not business license, but a degree in business, they aren't aware of the company that are designed to go after them. And it's not always bad. I mean, AT&T go after new businesses to offer a phone service, so it's not always bad. So I just want to let you guys know that I don't personally know these people. I cannot recommend them. And I want to make sure I protect the Flash Home Academy brand by providing you real content and advice, and by talking about services that I've personally used to grow my business. So if you choose to do business with them, it's on you. You're doing it at your own risk. So I just want to make sure I say that, because I get a lot of people like, man, I was contacted by this person. I was contacted by such and such Flash Film, underscore Academy. I just been getting a lot of it lately, and it's not me. So I don't care where you seen them at, where you know them. if they are a member, if they not a member, if they've been on a live, if they I don't care. If I don't say it, it's not coming from me. So I just want to make that real clear. Today's video is brought to you by us over here at FlashFilm Academy. We sponsor our own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, we just launched a new live 15% off discount. The code has changed. The 15 is now in front of the live. So if you decide to use it over at the website, well, there it is. There you go. And we're still doing our gold memberships. Now it's available worldwide, everywhere. All my people who've been hitting me up saying, man, it's not available in my country. Where's the join button? There it is. We just created a whole new community where we can have these conversations and help you guys work through growing your brand and your business. Sometimes it's just cool to be around people that's like you. You can't always go to your family and talk about upsells. You can't always go to your family and talk about things you're trying to do to grow your business. So we created a community for that. And it's important that, we talk and communicate and we have some of the best conversations. And I even get great ideas from videos because I noticed that a lot of people are having the same issues. So I like to make sure I tackle it. And I often reply to a lot of things. And you have those who may be at a different level of things that can be like, hey, I remember when I was there. This is what I did. So it's a great place to be for all my content creators. You can join by going to gold.flashfilmacademy.com. Okay, let's get to it. Let's talk about some things. Let's talk about how to make profit with clients who can afford you. There are a few things you need to understand as a content creator. You need to have, and I like to talk about base rate and understanding where my prices start. Every company has a place in which their prices start. I don't dip below that. I can offer more value to bring you up to that, but anything below that is not worth me getting out of my bed. And if you don't have this hard number, you will fall for everything. If you don't have this hard place in your pricing sheet, you will be doing a bunch of stuff that you don't need to be doing. And a lot of you are underbidding yourself. You're undercharging. I had a few consultation calls where a lot of you guys were charging $200-300 for stuff that shouldn't even been, that should have been it should have been 2 to 3 thousand at minimum. We shouldn't even been talking unless you understand that we're starting at 3,500 for this. Now let's add on all this crap that you're asking me for, because we can definitely do it. You should not be charging for video. Let me be real with you. Very rarely should you be moving for under $500. I don't care where you are. And that's just for some really, that's just like the most simplest thing I would literally have to show up, film for 30 minutes and hand you an SD card. And I still think that's worth more than $500. And I'm just saying, to start off with, you really should be getting to the point where everything you touch should be worth, it should be a 4-digit, it should be worth thousands of dollars, period. $1,000 something. For me, our minimum is 4 hours, right? So depending on the job type, if somebody asks me, hey, we need you to shoot an interview, I need a camera guy there, and I'm bringing an audio guy. We don't do interviews with just one person. We can, but we don't, because we want to make sure it works smoothly. Things are perfect. I want to focus on the image while somebody else focus on the audio, or focus on what you're saying, or focus on the directing. I may have somebody else focus on the focus on the images. Even if we run the mic to the camera, I'm listening for audio to make sure that whoever edits the content has the right and proper information. They have the right and proper text, and we didn't miss a or something we should have redone because we were rushing. I'm usually doing minimum 2-man shoot, unless it's a job where a client that I've worked with numerous times, they're still paying the rate and I can just show up and do it. But that's a little special. That's a little different. Um, so I want to make sure that you guys are looking at it like that. And in the course, we talk about how to structure, how to price, make sure your pricing has structure. And I'll post it because I'll get tons of here. This is the course I'm talking about. I'll get tons of messages on what course, where to start, whatever. That's it. All right. But in that course, we talk about how to structure your pricing, why to structure your pricing, how to offer upsells, how to maximize budgets. I want to say that because people will ask me to go into detail and spend 3 hours explaining it. That's where I fully explain it. But I still want to make sure if you have your own structure pricing, or you're doing whatever you're doing, you still use these techniques. And you got to have a base rate. right? Now, the reason I'm setting you up for this is because to make money off people who can't afford you, you need to identify those people so that you can take them to route two, right? And route two is referring them to a videographer or a photographer that you have a relationship with. And you will make a percentage or you will have a referral rate in place. Let me tell you why this is important. Because that guy that's getting started, that guy that's not as good as you, that guy that's willing to do it for $500 or $600 will be more than happy to give you 15, 20% just to walk into a sale. And if you're sending him 2 or 3 sales per month and they're $500 or $600, let's say they're $1,000 deals. Often we refer a lot of $1,000 deals and we take 25%. That's $250 for everybody that I refer over to the guys that I work with. That's $250 a pop. We typically refer 2 to 3 people per week. So do the math on that. 2 people alone is $500 per week in my sleep that I am waking up to simply by saying, "Hey, we can't do it for that price, but we will be more than happy to get you over to our guy who can take care of it." And then when you're ready to do something on a larger scale where we provide the pre-production, the production, and post-production, we will be more than happy to work with you. This works a lot with like going to Mercedes-Benz dealership. If you can't afford a Mercedes-Benz, they're usually going to send you to their used car lot. The used car lot, you can't afford nothing over there. They're going to send you to Ford, Chrysler, Chevy, whatever. That's why often you'll see a lot of dealerships own multiple car brands so that they can just send you down the line. They'll usually own a Cadillac, a Chevrolet, and maybe like a Kia or something so that they can send you down the line and say, yo, you can't, we already ran your credit. We know what your credit score is. You can't really afford nothing here within your car note. Go to our sister dealership over here who can help you and assist you. That way the money stays within the brand. And sometimes they do referrals within each other or like commission-based referrals. So that's what I'm asking you guys to do. When you're working with a client, and they can't afford you, have someone to refer them to. I don't care if you're a photographer, videographer, whatever you do, but make sure you have someone to refer them to. It's extremely important that you establish that and you don't just lose them when their budget don't meet what you're asking for. That way you're still making money. You don't feel bad. They're happy. The person you're referring them to happy, and you still have that client information to market to later down the line, to advertise to. Those are really, really big. Um, so I just want to make sure that you guys are thinking of that as you grow your business, because referrals can be a big part of your business. Often those guys we refer people to, sometimes they get really, really big jobs, and these big jobs they can't handle, and they refer jobs up to me. Often I get jobs referred up to me, like, hey, man, I had AT&T reach out to me. I don't even know where to start. Can you guys? Sure, I'll give you a portion of it. And they like it because I have the ability to upsell, which is increasing their commission. So you'll have other companies turn into sales reps for you as you turn into a sales rep for other companies. I've seen this happen on wedding photography and things like that. So it's something that you really want to start to think about and building that network with other content creators. We're not in competition. It's so much business out here that if you build your business right, you will overdose off all of the stuff, that all of the content and businesses that are available. Quick question. 10100 Media makes sense. I'm assuming you can suggest to the other guys to charge the client the percentage you're requesting. I know I can't tell others how to run their business. So the way I usually work it out is that I get a percentage off the total invoice, and usually the way, by the time I hand it over to my referral guy, I understand what the client's budget is. So the client is saying, that's a little bit out of our budget. We only have $1,500 to shoot these 3 videos. That's what we're working with. No problem. I have a guy that's pretty decent. If you guys are willing to write the script and this, that, and the other, he can possibly shoot it for this price because I have his price list. I know what he charges. So when I refer them over to him, it's a warm lead. I'm already telling him, hey, this is the client. They got a $1,500 budget. They're trying to shoot X, Y, and Z on these dates. Are you available? I know it's already within his parameters of what he charges. So it's not an issue of if he'll do it. It's just an issue of if they have availability. And if they have availability, then I will send them over and say, hey, you know, here it is. I know for sure I'll get 25% off 1,500. And that's how I'll do it. So I work with, and for me, it's a little different because if you're the bigger guy, the smaller guys always want to learn from you. And I encourage that fully. Feel free to learn from me. Feel free to follow. I'm gonna say follow me around, but feel free to get some insight on how we do business. I encourage other companies to grow. Trust me, it's not competition. It will definitely help you. Plus, you don't know when you're going to get something massive that lands on your lap, and you're like, "Look, I need all hands on deck. I need everybody that I know that can shoot content to show up in a FlashFilm Media shirt and help me with this project." I've had huge projects where we had to have 30-man teams and we had to cover these projects. And everybody that I referred people to was like, bet, we got you. Let's go. Let's do it. So you want to make sure you develop those relationships with clients, or not with clients, but with other business owners in your area. If you're the only photographer or videographer, you know you're doing something wrong. Plus, you also want to get an idea of how the market is. You want to be able to call other photographers and say, hey, is this slow for you right now? Because it's slow for me. And to hear 9 or 10 of them say, yeah, my phone's not ringing, helps you and makes you a little bit, makes it a little easier for you to understand the market. So keep that in mind, especially if you specialize in a niche. A lot of people aren't going to specialize in your niche and be direct competition. Malik, am I saying that right? Malik, what you're saying is exactly right. A lot of people look at others as only competition and turn them into allies and not enemies. Facts. Facts. You got to think about it like this. Develop says so much business, 51 states, 100 cities per state, 1,000 businesses per city. There's probably 1,000 businesses in your zip code. There's probably 1,000 businesses in your zip code. You got to keep in mind with content creation. Every business need content. It ain't some of them. It ain't a few of them. It's all of them. 100% of every business. I don't care if they're a janitorial service. I don't care if they wipe off windows. I don't care if they install hubcaps. Every last one of them need content. All of them. That's why this is so great, because there aren't any heavy hitters. There aren't any um, national companies that are coming in, swooping up everything. There's a bunch of little guys like you and myself that can create a brand that you can live off of only if you know how to position yourself in a way to attract the business. A lot has to do with your niche. Josh says, at this point, we low key in an abusive relationship. With Ty, he punches us in the throat and we come back for more. That's right. You are in an abusive relationship. So you are definitely in an abusive relationship. I keep my brass knuckles around. They ain't around right now, but I usually have. Oh, here they go right here. Got to keep your brass knuckles and make sure your brass knuckles match your outfit. If you're in a state where brass knuckles are illegal, don't do it. Optimum Film says, how many employees, contractors do you work with? How do you go about building and scaling your business? You scale your business with contractors until you can bring on full-time employees. And that just depends on the amount of business you do. I'm going to be honest with you. It comes down to your ability to convert leads into clients. It comes down to your ability to be consistent. When you have your profit margins right, and your ability to add on to those profit margins consistently, you'll have a savings account in your business in which you can invest in either gear, or for the price of an A7S III, let's say $4,000, I can employ a full-time employee for about 2 months. Now, if I get an employee here for 2 months, it should increase my ability to make sales without a doubt. If I get you should almost get to the point where if you can bring somebody in for about 2 months, they should start generating a profit for you. If you bring in a sales rep, for instance, right, and you put enough money aside to pay them for 2 months, if they ain't made a sale in 2 months, they not the person for you. They got to go. If they ain't really made a sale in the first month, they got to go. So, especially, or make them commission based. There's plenty of things you can do with money other than invest it in gear. I say put it in here first, then go to your website, then go to your marketing, then bring on people on your staff. or hire contractors. Contractors is probably the best way for a small business. And one of the places I really say hire contractors on is editing. Editing is usually the bottleneck in my business. So I have a team of editors that I go to for different things, for YouTube, for different business or video types. So if you go to the new community tab at FlashFilm Academy, we have a services offered area. If you are a editor, a colorist, go in there and post your services. Go in there and say, hey guys, if you guys need help with editing, I'm your guy. Here's my reel, and you can work out something where somebody can say, man, look, I don't got time to edit. Let me send it to somebody and have them do it. That's why that space was created. So there you go. If they didn't come in with a lead or a sale, hire someone else. Facts. That is true. You want to sales reps, listen, you want to work on your business, not in your business. If you're finding that you're spending too much time editing and things like that, how can you help your business grow if you're working in your business? No, you need to work on your business at all times. I am often trying to find ways to make FlashFilm Media and FlashFilm Academy better. I don't have time to edit videos. I will hire somebody to edit videos so that I can be the CEO and come up with ideas to take this thing to the next level. Do you worry about hiring somebody? Let me post this on the screen. Do you worry about hiring someone who learns your processes and business and use it to go after your client? No, because I have a contract that states that you can't go after my clients, or you owe me a lifetime percentage of that customer. So sure, if you want to do all the work and pay me for life, I'm cool with that. It's an easy E Dr. Dre contract. Like we don't play. If you want to go after my clients and pay me a percentage, cool. I'm gonna go back to sleep and wait for that check to deposit. I'm gonna go play with my kids or go do what I want to do and wait for that check to clear. That works for me because that's less work I got to do. Um, so no, I'm typically not worried about it because think about it. Even at your job right now, you don't have access to all of the systems and processes, right? That is why companies don't hire a lot of family, or they request that you state that this is your family. That's why they don't allow you to get in a lot of relationships. It's not because they care about domestic violence or whatever at the workplace. It's because they don't want two people in two different departments sharing the systems and processes. In your job, you work with something that you pass along to somebody else. They do something. You don't know what everybody's job is. You know what your job is. So even if that's why a lot of people feel like they work for a company, they go and try to do it for themselves and they fall flat on their face because they think they understand or have the whole picture, but they don't. When you eat an apple pie, you realize that it has crust, cinnamon, and apples in it. You don't understand how many eggs is used to make the crust. You don't know how much vanilla is added, how much cinnamon is added, and you damn sure don't know what temperature the oven was on to make them apple pies lift or brown the way they do. You think you do, but you don't. And that's not even getting into the packaging of the apple pie. Who prints it? Who makes it? Who designs it? Why the holes are where they are? How they even heat it up? You don't know. Is it delivered frozen? Is it not delivered frozen? Those are things you don't know when you eat a McDonald's apple pie. But a lot of people feel like, hey, if I sell burgers, I can sell an apple pie. McDonald's has perfected the systems and processes. So those are things that you think you know, but you don't know. They will never explain or tell you the complete process because they've developed it. They've spent millions making sure it's been efficient and it works. And even though it's super efficient now and probably 1,000 times more efficient than it was when they started it, they want to get it even more efficient so they can continue to offer it as $1 because keep in mind, $1 tomorrow is worth less than it is today. So companies are looking to become even more efficient and they want to increase profit, period. They want to increase profit. um so 10100 media. Oh yes, that is the second shooter agreement. That is the second shooter agreement that we offer on the website. So your secret sauce is in the development of your systems and processes. It's a solid contract. Rules and regulations, correct. Is one of the things I kind of talk about in the courses when you bring people, and these are things that let me be real. Let me say this real quick because I get a lot of questions, and people are like, "Well, what's in the course? What's in the?" These are things like this is what you'll find in that course, and I just want to put that out there because I get a lot of questions that I go into detail there. It's not just to keep plugging it or pushing it down your throat. It's because I get a lot of people that's like, I'm thinking about it. Should I do it? What's in it? These are the things that are covered in that course. Systems and processes, and understanding them, writing them down, making sure you have them in place, how to develop them, why to develop them, where you should get the ideas from, where you should put these systems. All of that are covered in courses. So I want to make sure if you're looking for more detail, that's greater than what I'm doing, that's where they are covered, and they're usually covered with timing in mind. So hey, you should start developing a system here and not after you got a logo and a name and a website. Your system should be developed in the first part, and things like that. So I want to make sure I talk about that, because it's important that I kind of educate those who say, you know what, I like this idea. I need more information. That's where you can get more information. I'm gonna give as much as I can on this live though. On this live. Um, so what benefits of contracting versus having employees, and when do you know it's time to get employees versus contractors? Okay, so contractors are usually hired on a per project or timeline basis. They can be a little bit more expensive than employees, but the benefit is you don't have to pay for benefits, things like that. You can just use them for that employee, for that project. Employees is kind of like having, you're married to them. So a contractor is like paying for it. Is that a good way to say it? An employee is like marrying it. That's a bad analogy, but you get what I'm saying. So employees are with you full time. There may be, they're a part of your budget. They're part of understanding the revenue that your company brings in, and you have predicted your budget to know that you can afford the employees. The good thing about employees is that if you're getting hammered, you're getting a lot of work. They're ready. They're on that wheel. They're running. They can knock it out. They know the processes. They know what it's like to work with the company. They know the brand standard. With a contractor, every time you bring one in, you may have to update them on brand standards again. You may have to educate them on how we do things. An employee is in house. They understand how you like things done. With the contractor, they may not know that. So you may have to go through that process over and over again. Or if you work with the same contractor, then it helps. I like to work with the same contractor over and over again who understands what I'm trying to do. So that's mostly the difference. Employees are cheaper, but it's a longer investment. If you're looking at the big picture, employees are the way to go. However, if you have a flexible company that may change, contractors give you that ability. Contractors are blowing up now. Companies are looking to get away from employees because they want to remain flexible. And that's here or there. I know I will always need an editor unless somebody come out with some super genius software that automatically edits your footage, automatically color grades it or color corrects it and mix audio. I don't see that coming for another 10 years. But until then, I want a human to look at it and say, this is the edit. Plus, a lot of what we edit is based around story, and AI hasn't been able to pull that out just yet. AI has not had the ability to make that work just yet. Not saying it's not coming. I'm just saying it hasn't happened yet. So, those are things you got to look at. 10100. Thanks, Ty. Starting to click on module A as well. It'll punch you in the throat. Module A will make you delete everything you've done and start from scratch. Tony says, do you have a formula or set amount that you discount your rates when negotiating a subscription deal or deals? So I do have a formula, and that's another thing that's covered in the course, but I'll go into it. I do have a formula for it. It's based on the job type for my three niches and how long the subscription is. We got a 3, 6, or 12 month subscription plan. Each one offer a discount. I'm gonna be honest with you, it ain't really about the discount. And this is something I go over in the course. It ain't about the discount. It's about offering more value, where you're adding things that make a client say, oh, I get that for free for doing it for 6 months. Cool. Let's go with that because I plan on using you guys for 6 months. So you don't always have to go into a discount in order to get someone to be a subscription based client. Sometimes you can offer more with your upsells. That's why it's great to have a lot of upsells, because you could say, hey, we'll give you the teleprompter. We'll do the teeth whitening and skin smoothing for free, which is a blank value if you guys decide to go with a 6-month contract, or you guys decide to purchase 6 videos at once. So those are ways to offset losing money just to keep them in for a long-term deal. You want to get them at a rate where you're making as much profit as possible and they are a long-term client. You don't want to just do discounts. So even if you have to, I'm going to say inflate your rate a little bit, to that way you can help them make an easier decision if you decide to take money off of it so that they can sign an agreement. So it's not necessarily an inflated rate, but it's more of a, hey, if you're only gonna get it from us once, you're gonna pay that. Now, if you get three, you're gonna get it less. Just like a buy one get half off, or a big multi pack of something you buy at Costco. If you buy one compared to 10, that price is usually more. So using that method will allow you to get more clients, and it'll incentivize clients to become subscription based clients, because they're gonna look at the big picture and say, hey, we plan on doing business with you anyway. We might as well purchase 6 videos at once. Plus, you got to add in a few things, like the fact that, hey, every physical year our prices change. So if you get 12 videos and for next year in October and November, you lock in this year's rate. Things like that. There's a lot of things you can do to incentivize clients to do business with you long term, and they know that they're going to need you long term. Especially if you do things like talk to them. And if you look at the last video, I talked about talking to them about YouTube channels and managing their social media. Hey, with social media is you need a lot of content. You need a lot of content over and over again. I got a message. There you go. You get a lot of content over and over again. So hey, you're gonna need content. Let's work out a deal where we can do it at a lower price. And also, I usually tell people I get the benefit of going into our relationship knowing that footage that I capture may have a place further down the line, and I like to archive that footage. I like to have a whole hard drive dedicated to like B-roll and things we capture for you, so that I can continue to use that footage if needed down the line. If we're only doing one project, I'm not going to hold on to that footage forever. So if we're going to do multiple projects, instead of charging you a rate to hold on to that footage, let's plan out those projects. And I got a video coming up where I talk about seasonal content, and going to your client and talking to them about seasonal content. So just like you're right, just like Media Smith say, just like you said, kind of like how McDonald does value meals. Absolutely. If you can go to McDonald's and you can buy 2 cheeseburgers, a fry, and a drink, it'll be more expensive than if you just said combo meal. Every single time. They've designed it to be that way so that you'll think about buying everything. Now, as a consumer, because we've been consumers all of our life, we look at it as, hey, I saved money. They look at it as, hey, I got you to spend more than the price of a cheeseburger. Because the average person is like, let me get a cheeseburger and let me get a drink. Let's say hypothetically, they $2, right? And the cost is 10 cents, hypothetically. And you're looking at it like, let me get a cheeseburger, let me get a drink, $2. The profit margin off each is $1.80. If they can convince you to get a fry, which is another 10 cent cost to them, and get you to spend an extra dollar, or let's say a combo meal is $2.50, they've gotten an extra 40 cents out of you. You look at it as you save 50 cents, they look at it as we made an extra 40 cents out of a person who would have just spent $2 with us. So our profits go up, and the cost, we still make profit based on the cost that we gave away or what our cost was. So those are things you got to look at it on the flip side of being a business now. Buy one, get ones make you spend 50% more money than you would have spent, and they've made just more money off of you. Yeah, they don't make the full price off of you. However, they still make more profit off of you. The goal is the profit area, not the total dollar amount. So keep that in mind. Do you have any resources for delivering podcast videos as a service? So podcasting is something we deliver, or we mention to our clients, especially when it's a service-based industry, to help educate their clients and make sure that they build themselves as the authority. Podcast is a great, cheap way to do it. Right now, what we've been pushing is 60-second podcasts, right? Because we can record 52 of them in about 3 hours. And congratulations, business owner, you now have a podcast that's going to launch every single week for the rest of the year. I can record it, edit it, schedule them all to post, and it'll only take me a few hours worth of work. And that client has a podcast that'll launch every week for a year, and I can charge them a flat fee for that. And it's something that I can offer to my client that'll help him grow his user base while marketing his brand and building himself as an authority. Same thing you do on YouTube, but with podcasts. And keep in mind, there's been videos where I've listed stats about podcasts, how the average household income of people who listen to podcasts is typically higher. It's typically over 60 to $70,000 per year. So if you're working with like a dentist, a doctor, anybody who a high end landscape, anybody who have something that's medium to high end, podcasting can help them grow their business. So though it's a lot of stats out there about podcasting and who listens to podcasts, but the goal is to help build yourself as an authority and be everywhere people are searching. So that's a really good question. Delivering podcasts, I usually use Anchor. It just works for me. It's very similar to YouTube. As far as how you get paid for it with advertising, it's free. You can upload all you want up into a certain file limit. And they even give you a website when you build a podcast. So I like Anchor.fm. Video delivery, my favorite things that I use is Vimeo because I like their review page when you get the pro account. Clients can go, click, leave messages, circle stuff, stop, and leave bullet points in certain areas of the video, and they can download it in multiple formats. So I don't have to worry about, hey, can you send it as 720p? Hey, can you send it as MP4? Hey, the file is too big. I don't got to do it. I upload it once, they download it, and it notifies me when they're looking at it. So it works for me. And I can have a team chime in and do other things, and they can send it to everybody in the team, and everybody in the team can go in and make different selections where I'll have a list of things on the side that they want done. And if two conflict with each other, I can just delete one or reply directly to that comment. Hey, Jan above said she wanted to keep the shirt red. John, so I was advised to do that. What do you think? And then John can reply. So I personally like Vimeo. That's just my thing. I have a pro account with them. So that's just me. All right. Any other questions regarding referrals, regarding business before we wrap for the day? In fact, my podcast, there you go. Oh, and that's the podcast pack. Let me give you the podcast. Wait a minute. My podcast is Content and Cash. Let's get that off the screen. You can listen to it anywhere you listen to podcasts. Available everywhere. Pandora, uh, Apple Podcasts, everywhere, Android Podcasts, everywhere you listen to podcasts. Make sure you rate it. If you're listening on a podcast or like listening to podcasts, make sure you go ahead and rate it. All right, there you go. That's me. You can follow me everywhere. These are the places you can follow me. Yes, we on TikTok. So we still got a few minutes before we wrap. Also, let me plug this real quick. Let's see if this will load. Sometimes this video load, it won't. Okay, it was gonna be the 3 for free. We got 3 free courses that kind of go into detail on some things over at FlashFilmAcademy.com. It's real important that you guys think about the partnerships and developing partnerships with other business owners. Stop looking at them as a threat. They can't listen. You got to be, if you doing it right, nobody can't steal your business. If you treating your girl right, she can't be stolen unless she for the streets. Let's be real. Your partner, if you do what you're supposed to do and give your partner everything they say they need, not what you think they want, your partner will not step outside of your house. Often people give them what they want them to have. I don't understand why. Did you ask them what they needed? Do you understand their love language? Understand their love language. Understand what your client needs. That's why niche is important, and I preach it every video. Understanding your target audience and building your brand to cater to that target audience. If you're doing that, somebody can't come steal your business, fam. If they stole your girl, she was never your girl. She was for the streets. That's what she was for. So, your partner, your guy, whatever you rock with, it's on you. If somebody comes steal them, they wasn't for you. They was for the streets. Or you got to take some responsibility and say, hey, I didn't do a good enough job. I didn't do a great job understanding what the needs of that person was so that I can fulfill them. If I love them, if I'm crazy about them, if I want them in my life, I have to understand what they value. and not love them on my value scale, because my value scale is not equal to their value scale. That's why you get a lot of people say, I did so much. I give people so much. I do so much for everybody and I don't get that in return. It's probably because it don't mean a lot to other people, because you've never asked them, what do you value? How can I make you happy? Okay, now that I have this, here's a list of things I need to be happy. People don't love like that. They just get in their head and they think everybody in the world thinks exactly like them. And then they show all this love in the way they show love. And the people are like, I don't care, fam. They don't what they got to do with me. I don't care if you like back pats and high fives. I hate high fives. Somebody like, I show love every day. I high five them every day. I hug them every day. And people are like, I'm not a touchy person. I hate love. I hate hugs. And in your mind, you giving this person all this love and attention, and they hate it. And they don't give nothing back because it's not what they value. So make sure you are conscious of what your clients need. That's why here I tell you to get beta clients. Talk to these people. Stop thinking you know what a dentist need, because you don't know. Talk to them. Get beta clients. They will tell you how to master the game. Your beta client is they're literally going to tell you how to get rich. They're going to tell you how to give what they need for them to give you money. They're literally going to tell you. So any other content creator on here that's telling you to go and just shoot for free to build your portfolio, that is absolutely dumb, fam. There's no way I'm gonna miss an opportunity to understand my audience, understand my client, understand my niche. I'm gonna skip over all of that just so I can get footage to try to trick them into doing business with me. Why? When I can just ask them. Why? That's like me taking pictures with girls so that I can get girls. Why don't I just ask girls what they want instead of looking like something? Like that's you gotta that irks me. That's the social media era of looking like success. Instead of asking people, what do you need? I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you make more money, doctor. How can I help you? How can I use my camera to help you make money? And when you tell me, I'm going to take that. I'm going to make sure it's dope. I'm going to polish it and I'm going to make sure it makes the money. And then I'm going to sell it to every other doctor I can see. Because when I walk in the door with this, that it made 3 beta clients money, they're going to be like, this dude is a genius. Not only do I want that, I want every damn thing else you can suggest for me. Easy. Say no more, Chief. I got you. Let's go. But these other guys on here on this YouTube, they're telling you to just go and shoot and build your Instagram up and get followers. And no, that's crazy. Does that make sense now? Tell me, do that make sense? Post a 1 if that makes sense now. Post a 2 if beta clients and asking them what they need make more sense to you now. Just post it in the comments. That's all I need to know. Just post it in the comments. Because a lot of people are telling you guys old stuff. They selling you business models based on the 80s and 90s. You know, back when JCPenney Portrait Studio was the place to go. If 1 makes sense, if 2 make more, beta clients is number 2. If just shooting for your demo reel, number 1 makes sense. Post number 1. I'm telling you number 2. I'm telling you go talk to a client and ask them what they want. Listen, if you're married, if you're in a relationship, ask your partner what they want. I guarantee you it'll more than likely be different than what you had in mind. What makes you happy? What makes you absolutely happy? It may be something that you're like, I never thought about that. Here I am with gifts and all this stuff, and they're like, I just want to walk in the park. What? We could have been walked in the park. I never knew that. So those are things that you gotta shed the ego of knowing what people want. I know they gonna love this. I'm about to hit them with no, stop. Stop thinking like that. As a business owner, your salary, the money you make, the car you drive depends on your ability to understand what clients need and want. And if you're guessing, I got bad news for you, bro. You're not gonna make it. As a man, the dumbest thing you can do is guess what your spouse wants, unless you know her enough or know your spouse enough to have an understanding of what they like. Just because you know of a dentist don't mean you've done enough business with them to know what they like. Ask them. It's easy. You'll fail less if you ask. They'll give you the answer. The answer benefits them. So a lot of people saying, well, should I charge my beta client? No. Get the information. I don't want money to come in between us, bro. Look, I'm trying to develop a product that will help you make money. I don't want you giving me information worried about the cost of it. I'm not here for that. The next guy is going to pay for this. But me and you, we got a relationship. I need you to make sure this pops. I need your help, beta client. I need to find a way to make you money and make dentists money using my camera. Help me develop something that will do that. What are some of the problems that you have that other dentists may have that I may be able to solve with my camera? And then shut up and listen, because they're going to tell you $300,000 worth of information. That's why I don't sit here and tell you do X, Y, and Z, because depending on what niche you're in, it's different. Any client, anybody that's telling you to do this and do that, no, go talk to your target audience. Let them tell you. Let them tell you. They are going to tell you. Having difficulties getting doctorate offices as beta clients. How should I go about getting the audience with how should I go about getting the audience with the doctor? Okay, let me tell you something. And in the course, this course here, I got a whole script that you should walk in and get. Like, I got word for word. But the overall gist of it is, I'm still gonna give it to you, even if the 2 easy payments are free $99. I'm not gonna give you the word for word script. That's for them. But I'm gonna tell you what your mindset should be. Your mindset should not be on selling them video. It shouldn't even be on doing video or photo. Stop it. Take that out. Stop going in there saying, I want to shoot video. I got minutes places. Dog, let me shoot some. Stop it. Stop. You're dead in the water. It's not gonna work, fam. Not gonna work. You're wasting time. Your mindset should simply be one thing. It should be to go after the one thing that business owners give a damn about: making money. Nobody's in business because it's fun. They're in business to make a profit. Period. Harsh reality, throat punch. I don't care. You got to hear it. If you go in there and say, hey, I am a content creator that's looking to work with dentists or doctors to make them more money. My goal is to make you more money. I'm not charging you nothing, but I need your help to provide you with that. I need your help to create something that makes you money. Not because I intend on selling it to you. It'll always be free for you, this particular product. Now, if you need headshots or something, I'm going to charge you. But this particular product that we work on will always be free to you. But I need something that I can go sell to other dentists. So you need to package it as this. I have a not a special exclusive offer. Stay away from that because it feels salesy. But I'm looking to work with a doctor I can trust, so I can help them make money, because I'm gonna sell it to everybody else. I'm not gonna sell it to you. I just want to create it with you. Do you have time to help me do that? What are some of the areas? If you don't, cool. Can you just tell me some of the areas you think video will help? And if they don't have time, I think video will help if we had a video teaching people how to do paperwork. Okay, cool. They don't got time? Hey, come back later with a rebuttal and say, would you allow me to create this for you just to see if it worked? Just give me the details. You don't got to do nothing. Just let me know when I can come shoot. Give me the details and let's go from there. Just tell me if it worked. You may have to get in the door as a beta client doing that. So go in there and help them solve their problems. And they will help you solve your problem. Period. But you can't go in there and say, man, look, I got this. I want to get that sales stuff out of you. Get that tone out your voice. Get that bass out your voice, big dog. And go in there with some humble pie and say, you know what? Man, I'm just trying to work with a dentist. I'm trying to create content for a dentist that's profitable for them. My goal is to understand what are some of the things you need help with, and use my talent to help you overcome it. You don't got to pay me nothing. I'm not trying to make money with you at all. I'm not here to charge you to sell you like everybody else. I'm really here to solve a problem for you. How can I help you? That's what I need to know. In exchange, I need you to tell me if it's working or not so I can fix it, so we can get it right. The first video may not work. I'm not leaving until we make it work, because you don't have a product until you make it work, because you can't help nobody else till you make it work. But trust me, when you make it work, it's going to change your car, your house, your life. When you figure it out, when you got a dentist like, we're looking at stats, it's dropping off after a minute and 13 seconds. What did we say there? Oh, we didn't have enough B-roll. Okay, let's go back and add B-roll. Let's do this, let's do that. You're going to develop a relationship with the dentist. You're going to understand how to work with dentists. You're going to understand what their pain points are. You're going to understand what bugs them, what bothers them. You're going to understand what success looks like for them. You're going to understand their target audience. You're going to because you don't know, a dentist may be like, you know what? I want to work with people that's paying all cash. I really don't care about insurance. Wait, what? I never knew that. Those are things you're going to learn when you work with a dentist. Or the big difference between a hygienist, ortho, and dentistry. Huge difference. They all in your mouth. Their target audience is completely different. And if you've worked with one, what you've learned won't relate to the other. If you go into ortho talking dentistry, he gonna be like, get out of here, bro. If you go into a hygienist talking ortho, they gonna be like, get out of here, bro. Even though they all work together. So if you can create a product for all three, the pipeline is already there. Dentists refer to ortho and hygienists. So if you can create a pipeline for all three, congratulations. You've just unlocked the key to take you to the next tax bracket. But you got to be smart. You have to be a problem solver and not a camera picture seller. Just get out of being picture man. Get out of being booty photographers. Get out of being video man. Get out of that. It's time to be a problem solver. Solve a problem, provide a cinematic solution. There you go. Now you know. And that's what I need you to think about as you look to grow this brand. We done being picture mans and picture girls and video chicks, and what we done with that. We are here to provide a cinematic solution. With your camera, with your microphone, with your video camera. I don't care how you do it. Content is king. Content is the new crack. Keep that in mind. Content is the new crack. Straight up. I've said it before. Every screen you got in your house is a crack pipe. Walk to your house and tell me you ain't addicted. You sitting in front of one of them right now. You probably got two if you got an Apple Watch and an iPad. Tell me you're not addicted. You ever seen a 2-year-old? You ever seen a video of a 1-year-old with an iPad? They'll cry until they get it. Tell me they're not addicted. Tell me content ain't the new crack. Prove it. You can't. Everybody and their mama got multiple TVs in their house. You used to just have one. Y'all gather around it and watch it. No, I gotta have a TV in every room. I gotta have a TV in my bed, my bathtub. I gotta have a TV in my bedroom. My kids. No. They won. We gotta put a TV in their room. You crackheads. It's okay. What Judge Mathis said, I know a crackhead when I see one, ma'am. Ma'am, I know a crackhead when I see one. It's okay. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. You got you ever watch a TV? You ever go in Best Buy and want a TV and you got like 12? Just because, like, man, TV's on sale. You ever have people tell you that TV's on sale? And you're like, I got 12 of them. What am I? You got to upgrade from 1080p to 4K. You got to get an HDR. They just coming up with stuff to make you want to get another one. You got to go from 65 to 75. Why can't I just scoot closer to my TV? No. No. Don't scoot closer. Get a bigger TV. And somebody be like, you're right. I need a bigger TV. Like, just sit close to the TV. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. That goes to show you that content is the new crack. It's the new crack. Straight up. But it's okay. It's like sugar. It's okay if you're addicted to that. They putting screens in your cars. You can't even concentrate. It's screens at the gas pump. It's screens everywhere. Look around you at all the screens. Billboards of screens. Content is the new crack. Whether you do photography, videography, audio, it's the new crack. Man, you better start rolling up. You better start pushing these keys. When I say keys, I mean buttons on your camera or your device. Content is the new crack. You are a dope dealer. You are a crack dealer now. Congratulations. If you've taken the master course, you've graduated to be a drug lord. FBI, please don't shut down my channel. I'm just talking about content. Don't raid my house. We're talking about content. You're just gonna find cameras here. That's it. So, I need you to look at it like that. Because those who were smart enough to realize what crack was when it started, they're rich right now. They're either rich, dead, or in jail. But fortunately, you don't have those consequences. So you can just get rich. You ain't got to worry about going to jail unless you're shooting something real crazy. Content is the new crack. Get down and lay down. Either you with it, either you consuming it or you making it. And you already consuming it. It's okay to get high off your own supply, but you need to make it. But you got to understand how to sell it. You got to understand how to get clients and customers and businesses to buy it from you. You got to. It's very important. Big shout out. Big shout out to this guy right here on my screen. He was an instructor of mine when I was in the military learning video. Big shout out. Good people. Got to keep in contact with those who help you grow. It's always important. Always important that you keep in contact with people who have inspired you to do the things you do. Got to. So making sure you're mindful of that. Make sure you look at what you do on that level. You are important to businesses. You are important to businesses. They need you to survive. We don't live in the era of, I'm on the internet. I ain't got to get on the internet. What I need a computer for? What I need to do email? Okay. AAA car wash, whatever you are. You ain't got to be. Go ahead and survive like that if you want to. What I need a computer? What I need a website for? What I need an Instagram? Okay. You won't be around long. See you when I see you. Watch. It used to be a time where you got people in your life that don't touch computers. They was like, I ain't trying to, technology ain't my thing. Just give me that flip phone. They got an iPhone looking at it like this. That's how people who don't deal with technology, they be looking at their phone like, they be looking at their stuff like that. When we told them 10 years ago, your ass should be trying to touch a computer. I ain't touching none of that technology. Now they got an iPhone. Like, how you do that emoji thing? How you make that picture? Why your pictures moving? How you send them GIFs? They lost in the sauce. They lost in the sauce. Don't be that. Grow this. Grow your brand. Get in front of businesses that understand they need you because they're going to pay for it. They're not going to question it. People who don't understand they need you, you got to educate them. You got to teach them about value. You got to get in front of people who specifically need what you offer, sell it to them, do it right, have a customer for life, and keep stacking those customers until your tax bracket change, until your car change, till your friends change, your circle change, your house change, until the future of your kids change. It will. And right now is the time. Remember, we're still early in the stages of content creation. We're still super early. 20 years ago, the only companies that needed video this much was a news station. 20 years ago, the only use for a video as far as a commercial was to have it displayed on TV. Now, people ain't even thinking about TV. They need commercials for their website, commercials for YouTube, commercials for their Facebook page, all day, every day. So keep that in mind. Times have changing. Hey man, I'm looking to join the Brady Bunch stream. Everybody, the gold member live on Thursdays. Everybody call it the Brady Bunch. Y'all better be looking up and down when we do it. James said, "Thanks for the gems, Ty. Do you send out surveys to the beta client?" So I'm gonna plug the course one more time because there is a questionnaire in the course to help you ask the right questions. So for me, I don't believe in sending out questionnaires initially. I like to build a relationship with my beta clients. I like to talk to them. I like to be there for them. They get my personal number. They are my friends now. They're going to give me what I need to go from $40,000 a year to $140,000 a year. I'm answering their phone whenever they call me. My beta clients are still good friends of mine. They still call me and say, yo, this new trend is out. People are starting to do this. I'm like, what? Okay, cool. Hey, let me come over there and shoot something so we can kind of get in front of that. My passion projects are usually involving my beta clients. They are my friends. They have changed my life. I am in debt to them, and I have love for them and their success because they have helped me change my life. So they are my friends. We have that relationship. I call them up and I go, when I'm bored and I want to shoot something, I'm shooting it for them. I am invested in their success, just like they are invested in my success. And because we have that relationship, we both won't let each other fail. Y'all want to go in and get beta clients and be strictly, I'm gonna shoot this and then I'm gonna send you an email, you fill that out, and then nope, we're gonna talk through it. Because I need to have a relationship with them for them to say, Ty, this is trash. What? I don't like this. I wouldn't want to go through this if I was paying for it. This step right here is trash. It's trash money taking over for the 99 and the 2000, fam. Okay, I got to take this out. You don't want to develop a relationship with somebody that's afraid to tell you something's wrong. They're like, yeah, it's so cool. Yeah. No, I need to know that this is trash. Because in my mind, I'm thinking I got it and it's trash. So develop that relationship, you know, make sure that you have that open line of communication where they can say that. Or, hey, I really like this. Let's do more of this. You'd be surprised. Not even in there. Let's spread it out a little bit because I talk about this in the course. We're going to talk about it a little bit here. Your beta clients won't just help you in creating that product. They may also help you in the sales process. That's something you ain't thinking about. You're just thinking about the final product. You're not thinking about what that client got to go through to get there. Those are things that's just like, a lot of y'all sitting there like, I know, I never thought about that. You guys are losing a lot of your leads because it's hard as hell to work with you. They got to go through so many loops and stuff to pay you, to give you money that they like, sometimes some people are like, if I got to go through all this, and I'm not paying you jack, I'm taking this off the price. Imagine, you've sat at a table and you've had service that was like so bad that you start deducting the tip. You start being like, I ain't about to tell you, I ain't tipping you. You ain't getting no. In fact, y'all may need to throw this in for free because I've been sitting here forever and I got my stuff and it was cold. Y'all, that's literally what it's like to work with some of y'all. To call you up and do business with you. But a lot of you don't think about that. You just think about the sales, the content. You're focused on video quality. Your client is focused on why I got to submit 3 forms, call you, set a date, get called back. I need a video Thursday. I'm not about to do all that. You've never thought about that. You've never thought about how hard it is to go from an idea to a finished product with you. And you've lost a chunk. You've lost a mortgage worth of business, a mortgage per month worth of business. You've lost a house worth of business because it's difficult to do business with you. Because you think people are gonna jump through hoops to work with you. Because you think I'm that great. My pictures are that good. People are gonna jump through hoops. I got pictures of the freaking president on my website, and people won't jump through hoops. You gotta make it easy. I got pictures of the freaking Oval Office. I got pictures of freaking football teams, and I got famous people on my website. And it don't matter. If I don't make it easy for clients to work with me, they won't work with me. What do you think your demo reel with shots of the ice cream truck in the local Taco Bell, you think they're going to jump through 50 hoops to work with you? No, it's not going to happen. Make it easy for clients to do business with you. A lot of people don't think about that. Like, that's just like, a lot of people like, dang, y'all looking at the phone like, like, I never, that's something I just never, y'all sitting here like this right now. And then y'all like, you right, man. I never thought about it like this. It's a few of y'all over there looking like these right now. because you've never thought about that. You've only thought about the deliverables. You've only thought about getting the client, doing it, getting the check. A lot of people think about it like this. Let's talk about McDonald's. I like to use McDonald's because McDonald's is a business company that specializes. You think they specialize in food, but they don't. McDonald's can care less about their food. They can care less about their food. That's why all of it ain't good. There's nothing on the McDonald's menu that blow you away. There's nothing on the McDonald's menu that you like, this is the best. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. The water, if you buy it in a bottle, it's not even the best water. It ain't even like Fiji. The water they got is from like the Gulf of Mexico that they pure. Like, there's nothing on McDonald's menu that you like, man, this is the truth. This right here, nothing. They sell more food than anybody because they understand the other elements to business. It's easy to order from McDonald's. Let me get a number 3. Large size. You don't even need a drink no more. You make your own damn drink. That's it. $2.50. They make it easy for you to order. Even if you order from the kiosk. Number 2, minus pickles, blah. Like, they make it easy for you to buy. That's the goal. Make it easy. Self-checkouts, you know why companies want them? Not just because they save money on labor, but it makes it really easy for you to get in and get out. It's convenient. I can put 50 self-checkout lines in the place of 5 people, 5 normal checkout lines. So that means 50 people can spend money with me faster than going through the beep, beep, beep. Will that be cash or card? Do you want? Nope. Be in a rush and you got to choose between standing in line behind people or self-checkout. I'm out. Amazon has a store where you don't even have to, you can walk out the door and it'll tally up what's in your cart and charge you. They're making it easier for you to buy. A lot of you guys look at you, they never think about that with your business. You lose a lot of people in that process because they got to go through X, Y, A, B, DX, minus the 2, figure out what Y. That's just a lot. People don't want to work hard to spend money. The clients that I've had that paid the most wanted to be involved the least. The cheap clients want to micromanage. Let me see that picture. Let me see that. The clients that I had that cut big checks was like, Ty, guide us. Do your thing. All right, guys, I need to know XYZ so I can create it. Here's the information. Come back with the script. We love it. Perfect. You're the expert. You know it. If you think this will help us achieve what we're trying to achieve with our target audience based off the information we provided, let's do it. They're at the shoot like, wow, what do you suggest? I think we should do a shot from this angle to capture. Perfect. Let's roll with it. Clients who cut the biggest checks want to be like, all right, hey, we trust you. You're the expert. Think about it. Let me make another analogy. If you were hurt and you went to your homeboy and he was like, I'm gonna give you a shot of this. You're gonna like, whoa, what's that? Or what are you injecting in? Like, hold on, what is that? You about to rub that on? Nah, whoa, if you go to a doctor, you don't even care. The doctor like, we about to inject you with 22 cc's of bleach. You're like, cool, doc. You know what it is. Same difference. Same difference. Build your brand to be the doctor, to attract people who want to come to the doctor. Don't build your brand to be the homeboy hookup that people who ain't got money or whatever want to go deal with. Keep that in mind. Josh says, is sending a proposal where they can select the services they're getting them to do too much? No. You always want to send what you talked about in writing. So there's no miscommunication. You want to send, and in sending that, you want to provide them with upsells. Josh, that's a great thing because it's also in the course. But you want to provide them with the ability to upsell on their own. I'm not asking them, do you want a teleprompter? Yeah, no. Do you want harem? Nope. I'm putting it right in front of you. This is your price. These are items we suggest you go with. Check what you want. If not, roll with what you got. When you do it like that, in most cases, the proposal that you send is going to come back more valuable than it was when you sent it. Period. My clients upsell themselves. Just like when you go to Apple, it's one of my favorite websites. You may start down here at a MacBook Air, and then you find yourself in a MacBook Pro with upgraded RAM and a bigger hard drive because you need it. It happens. It's that way for a reason. That company has spent billions in researching and understanding how to upsell you. Billions. It's okay if you borrow a little of that research and development for your own company. You don't got billions, that's cool, but follow the guys who are successful. Don't reinvent the wheel. Look at what they're doing. Is Apple coming to your door saying, hey, do you need a computer? We feel like you. Is Apple cold calling you? Are they sending you random emails? What is Apple doing? What is Amazon doing? Amazon's making it easy for you to buy online, click order, boom. They're showing you other stuff. Customers who bought this usually bought this too. What about you? You want that? They're upselling you at all times. Is Apple and Amazon asking how to get clients? Nope. They are where you look with a brand designed to appeal to a specific audience. There's guys who won't touch an Apple. No, we ain't talking to you. Go and get that HP. But don't reinvent the wheel. Look at companies that are successful and digest what they do as best as you can and try to replicate it. That's why I stopped following all these other photographers that had business models based on JCPenney portrait studios and Walmart portrait studios. And I was like, I don't see a lot of them around no more. What's up? But you know what I do see a lot around? Tech companies, service companies. What are they doing? What are they doing? I seen a guy filming the other day, and he was at an event. It was like a party. He was dressed up like he was there for the party. He had on the hat, the Jordans. He was like, yo, I'm the camera guy. How does that bring you more money? How does that help your business grow? Would you rather be seen as the fly guy there or the company that captured this big event? I'd rather be seen as the company that was hired to capture this big event because that's brand. I'm associating my brand with that event. I'm not going to an event wearing Jordans. I like Jordans, but I'm there to talk about my company, not his. Real quick, we can get ready to wrap. The cheap clients are the worst to deal with. They make it seem like they put their whole life savings into a project, but it's $100. Malik, that is absolutely right. So I'm trying to help you build a brand that I like for them to be like, oh, I can't afford this guy. I love it when people say they can't afford me because you're right. Because they're price shoppers. You ain't for me, fam. This ain't it. I don't want price shoppers. I want value shoppers. Not even value shoppers. I want shoppers that need stuff done. They want the best of the best. So that I can provide you with value to be to get what I'm asking for. But I want people that's like, I don't mind paying for it. I just need it done right the first time. Say no more. I'm the guy you want for that. Now this is the price, but we're gonna get it done right. Cool. Who I write the check to? There you go. That's what I want. MB said, Ty, you addictive. Even if I miss a live session, I catch up still. Thank you for your sacrifice to teach us the business side of things. I appreciate you so much. From Africa, that's what's up. Much love in Africa. These lives will be on, if you're a gold member, you'll get access to all the lives. If you notice, you don't see no lives no more. They're all on the gold member section. So there you go. All right, guys. With that being said, we're going to get ready to wrap for the day. We've been on for a good minute. We've been on for about an hour. I hope I was able to answer your questions and talk to you about ways to help you send referrals and make money, as well as get referrals and make money. What I'm going to ask you to do, everybody that's watching, I'm going to ask you to post what you learned in the comments. Very important that you post what you learn for a lot of reasons. One, it teaches me to help giving you what you need. It teaches me to help. It teaches me how to provide the information you need to be successful. And that's what I'm here to do. So it's super important that I do that. Really quick, before I go again, because we got some people that tuned in, there's a disclaimer that I want to say, and I want to make sure everybody that's watching is here, because it's my job. I may not be, but I feel like it's my job to protect those who watch this channel, to make sure that you don't fall victim to other stuff outside of this channel that I have no experience in. So I'm gonna read my disclaimer again, because it's like I said, it's been brought to my attention by a lot of you, that a lot of you have been approached by bots, other members, and even fake YouTube accounts designed to sell you something. Fake YouTube accounts that may even be designed to look like mine to sell you something. They often provide you with a free offer or some type of link designed to capture your information, to add you to an email list. They will invite you to some mastermind group, online course, consultant call. They'll try to sell you something so-called designed to help you grow your business, reach new clients, or make money. Let me be clear to you. Because I'm all for furthering your education outside of FlashFilm Academy. I'm not saying other courses are bad or none of that. I enjoy courses like LinkedIn Learning. I enjoy Full-Time Filmmaker. I enjoy Skillshare. However, I don't condone, support, or do business with any of these guys, bots, or companies that are reaching out to you. I don't care if they're a member. I don't care if they've been on my live. I don't care if they've been using my picture, my logo, whatever. I don't suggest things that I've personally never used to help grow my business. I will never suggest it. I will never tell you to do something I haven't used. I don't rock like that. So in module 1, I kind of go over how you may be targeted as a new business owner. So you guys in this audience, you guys are new business owners. So I just want to make sure I educate you on the ins and outs of what people are looking for when it comes to, they're trying to get their, they're trying to sell something and they're looking for people that are hungry for knowledge. So I don't personally know these people. I cannot recommend them. And I want to protect FlashFilm Academy because we don't deal with the bull, and we ain't about to let everybody, jump on board and say they sell something or do something or got something great and they have no affiliation with us. So my goal is to make sure I protect you guys from that. And if you choose to do business with them, hey, you doing it at your own choice, your own risk. That's on you, fam. But if I don't have it listed on FlashFilm Academy, if it's not in the description below, or I have not posted it on the Facebook page, it ain't come from Ty. So I just want to make sure I say that. Again, post what you've learned below. You guys have a safe week. I will see you Thursday. All my gold members rocking with me. I will see you on the community. And y'all stay safe. Y'all stay safe and enjoy your week. All right. There you go. With that being said, we out of here.